Hey, what's up gamers? You got TigerChainsaw here, and I have a confession. I really suck at fighting games, but that doesn't mean that I still don't enjoy them. I do, I'm just not very good at them. So, when the Dreamcast launched on September 9th, 1999, Power Stone was also released on the console. It was a launch title, and it is quite the unique brawler, fighter, party game, maybe a little bit of everything. And that's why I'm reviewing Power Stone today. Now, if this is your first time on my channel, or if you just haven't yet, make sure you hit that sub button as I have plenty of retro video game reviews. Alright, let's collect all the Power Stones for this Power Stone review and jump into it. The Sega Dreamcast was way ahead of its time, but it ultimately failed. Now, that's not to say that the Dreamcast was a critical failure, just a commercial one. Video game historians look back fondly at the system that just couldn't compete with the PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. A few of the games in the Dreamcast library really stick out from the rest. Power Stone is one of them. In 1999, Capcom released the fighting game Power Stone that would take from the Super Smash Bros. Formula with a Sega twist. Let's smash some tables and open up some chests in this Power Stone review, starting with the plot, and spoilers are ahead. Power Stone is unique in that the fighters aren't battling each other for a tournament, but for the right to receive a Power Stone. These Power Stones are said to make any dream come true, so you can imagine that these stones would be pretty sought after. The game itself is set in the 19th century as fighters all around the world search for the stone in hopes of making their wish come true. Let's check out the fighters in Power Stone, as I'll be sharing my thoughts on them as well as the official bio from the manual. Up first is Edward Falcon. He's a 21-year-old boxer who is the son of a famous boxing champ. When he transforms, he kinda looks like Iron Man and can launch missiles at his opponents. I played as him the most. Here's his official bio. Hailing from the town of London, Noble Falcon circles the world in his airplane. He searches for the Power Stones, which were revealed in an ancient family legend. Falcon has a strong sense of justice. He specializes in boxing and destroys evil with sharp moves and explosive punches. Falcon is a balanced fighter with neither the flash of outstanding strengths or the drawback of outstanding weaknesses. During a power change, he gains powerful moves for both close and far-range combat. Up next is Rogue, a 23-year-old fortune teller known for her beauty. I didn't play as her too much, but I will say her ending was my favorite, but more on that in just a bit. Her official bio says, Rogue is the gypsy fortune teller. She's both mysterious and graceful. Guided by the signs in her crystal, she travels the world collecting Power Stones. She has a unique ability to control flames at will. Her fighting style is mesmerizing. She moves as if dancing and charges her opponent's body and soul with her flames. Though her normal attack and defense abilities are relatively low, Rogue's flame attacks have long range and inflict severe damage. She runs more quickly than many of the other fighters. Wang Tang, and boy do I love these names. He is an MMA fighter who wants to become a chef. He's 19, and as his name suggests, he's gotta be from Asian descent. The bio says he is a master martial artist from the town of Tong'an. Wang Tang is following his teacher's advice and seeking the Power Stones around the world. Always optimistic, Wang Tang is second to none in Kung Fu skill. Wang Tang's merit is outstanding agility. His successive moves don't allow opponents to catch their breath, and he is also excellent at special actions such as wall climbing. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a dragon. Ryoma. He is a 19-year-old swordsman who can transform into a silver samurai when he's powered up. Ryoma's original home is an island country. Since no islander could compete with his skill, he tours the world seeking out tougher opponents. When he faces an opponent, he cuts the enemy down instantly. Thanks to his katana, Ryoma has a long reach, but he is open to attacks if he misses his target. Ryoma is the weakest when picking up and throwing objects, but he can beat an enemy with one stroke of his katana. Ayami. If I'm mispronouncing any of these names, I don't care. Anyway, she is a traveling entertainer, and she's 16 who becomes a dancer when she powers up. Officially, Ayami is a star artist in a traveling troupe. Secretly, she is descended from a ninja family and is herself a ninja. Obeying her master's order, she's on the quest to acquire the Power Stones. Ayami's attacking power is frail and she is weak when throwing heavy objects. To compensate, she runs more quickly than any other fighter. During a power change, her attacks are very powerful. Her best strategy is to avoid attacks while collecting the Power Stones. Gunrock. He's your typical big boy fighter who looks slow but is a powerful brawler. He is 38 and is a pain to defeat. This miner from the Dawn Bolta has nerves of solid steel and he never gets upset. He is journeying from mine to mine to dig for the legendary Power Stones. In fighting, he relies on his unrivaled strength. Gunrock is a power fighter with a huge body. Though he is slow, his power outweighs the weaknesses. Thanks to his magnificent strength, he is better at throwing objects than any other warrior. Jack. He looks like a mummy as his body is covered up in bandages. His age is just a guess, but people say he's around 40 years old. He transforms into a mad clown when powered up. Jack makes no distinction between good and bad. His pleasures are simple. He likes anything shiny, and he loves to cut with his knives. In Manches, his hometown, he used to rob strangers of their jewelry. One day, he overheard a tale about Power Stones, the most glittering jewels of all. His new hunt has only just begun. Unpredictable and mysterious rapid moves are Jack's strength. However, his attacking power is kinda weak. Confuse opponents with tricky moves is your best bet. Galuda resembles an Indian, and when he powers up, he looks like a totem pole. At 34 years old, I was expecting a better fight from him, but he was kinda easy to defeat for me. It says Galuda lives in the western wilds. He is a shaman with a tender heart and hatchet-sharp intelligence. To save his village from a mysterious disease, he is on the worldwide search for the Power Stones. Though he is a pacifist who hates fighting, Galuda has sworn revenge on the one-handed man who brought sickness to his people. Galuda's offensive and defensive abilities are high, but he doesn't have any notable weaknesses. Get close to an opponent and aim for powerful throw moves. So that's it for the main roster of fighters, but there are two more that you can unlock, and they act as the final fighters in this game. First off is Kraken. He's the pirate and second to last boss. He was so tough to defeat, especially when he powers up. You can unlock him as a playable character once you defeat him. And finally, there's Valgus. He's the final boss in the game, and he has two forms. He is extremely powerful and quick. I'm not joking. I fought him 50 times before finally defeating him, and that was on easy. So like most other fighting games, when you beat the game with a specific fighter, you unlock their ending. Now, I will say that the endings look very cheap. I was not a fan of the static screens and the voiceovers. It just felt really cheap, especially when Valgus transforms into that weird monster. It looked terrible. But I will showcase my favorite ending, which was Rogue's, and I will present it without any commentary.
とう見つけたわ。これを使って世界中の人を幸せにしてあげる。
数年後、パリ万国博覧会。
さあさあ、寄ってみてってよ。幸せ配達人ルージュの夢見館だよ。
この水晶に願いを込めると、どんな望みも現実となって現れるのよ。
本当？どれどれ？おお、本当だ。こりゃすげえ。わしゃ幸せもんじゃ。
いや
Power Stone shines with the gameplay combination of its colorful fighters, unique environments, weapons, and controls. I've never been great at fighting games, and my lack of skills really showed in Power Stone. You'll face an opponent one-on-one in their home environment that can range from a museum, pirate ship, or a park, among plenty of others. Each place has breakable objects, and it's fun to send someone flying through glass cases or park benches. I don't have the patience to learn all the combos in fighting games, so I just punched and kicked my way to victory, but believe me, I had to turn down the difficulty as I struggled just on the normal setting. These fighters kicked my ass. Now the key to victory is finding the power stones that eventually unleash your special attack. Each character will transform into a special version of themselves, equipped with a few power moves that deal massive damage if you can hit your opponent. I spent the first half of the fight desperately searching for the power stones while smashing chests or picking up weapons to keep my attacker at bay. If the opponent snatched the power stones up first, it was usually game over for me as they destroyed me with their specials. Once I was powered up, I had a decent shot of winning the fight. Each fighter will face the final 2 bosses, and these guys are tough. The second to last boss probably took me around 15 times to beat, and after I defeated him, I thought I beat the game because he was so hard. Instead, I was greeted with another battle by an even tougher end boss who I must have fought 50 times. Now, I know I'm not the greatest in fighting games, but damn was this tough. Some of the more unique aspects to the fighters are their skill attributes. One of the skill attributes that you may not think is very important, but actually is how fast they run. You'll find yourself running to the power stones, trying to beat your opponent. It is crucial to collect these stones. As I mentioned, it leads to you powering up and dealing massive damage. If you suck at this game, maybe you should pick a quicker fighter who can get to the power stones. I had the most success with Edward Falcon as he's the most balanced and he had good special moves for both short range and long range. I did beat the game with most of the cast, but Edward was my favorite. Now, while I didn't actually do this, I think Power Stone would be an incredible experience for couch co-op multiplayer. To me, it kind of seems like a mashup of Super Smash Bros. And PlayStation All-Stars, but with the Sega and Capcom twist. Now, I was disappointed in the cutscenes and the static screens, but I will say I loved the announcer and the music was really well done. Power Stone isn't just a fighting game, but more of a brawler where you smash your opponent through the environments, pick up chairs and other objects to throw at them, and power up in hopes that you do it before your opponent does. I liked the game overall, and the settings were fun to destroy, but man, it's just a little bit too hard for my taste. I did like the characters and their design though, and as I said, this game would be perfect for couch co-op multiplayer, which is why I'm giving Power Stone an 8 out of 10. It's a great game, and it's really cool that this was a launch title for the Dreamcast in North America. If you have a Dreamcast, you definitely gotta pick this game up. So that's my review of Power Stone from 1999 on the Dreamcast. Now, like I said, I'm not very good at this game, but I still enjoyed it. What are some games that you kind of suck at, but you still like anyway? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're there, don't forget to tell me your thoughts on Power Stone. Did I get the review score wrong? Probably, but I still had fun with it. Alright, while you're there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel to watch plenty of retro video game content. Happy gaming, thanks for watching, and make sure you play a video game today.